this episode of 2K TV, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. The latest info in my team. Results from the NBA 2K League expansion draft. And your top plays.
Hey guys, I'm Rachel and welcome to NBA 2K TV. We are honored to have NBA legend and all-time superstar Kareem Abdul-Jabbar featured in this year's MyCareer story. And we caught up with him after his mocap session.
Listen up, I need your attention.
Pictures up, quiet, please.
You in my house. What? Hey, come on in, man.
What's up, you guys? Today I am super excited because I'm here with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and we are actually sitting in the face scan studio because you just wrapped up your, not only your mocap filming session, but also your face scan for 2K19. So can you walk us through your mocap session today?
They put the suit on me and put all the little motion capture balls on it, and we did the scene.
And you got to do a little bit of acting today. Was it fun? Were you able to like go off script or anything?
They had certain things that they wanted said, so I tried to stay as close to what they need as I could.
And in the 2K19 MyCareer story, you're giving AI a lot of advice.
How do you know where I live?
You've been posting selfies all year with the location tag on. I was over at the practice facility, so I thought I'd stop by.
Have you had the chance to speak to any of the rookies or the younger players in today's NBA, like you did with AI?
I coached with the Lakers for 6 years. So during that time, I got the opportunity to impart some wisdom and try to help some guys get their game better.
Are there any guys that are in the league right now that you would love to work with?
Not really. You know, the game has changed so much with the three-point shot being so important. I was never told to go out to the three-point line and shoot shots. You know, so it's a different set of circumstances now. You know, the game has evolved. The principal strategy of the game has taken several distinct steps. So I think it's really improved the fan appreciation, and I think they've done a good job with it.
Is there anything in particular about today's NBA that you do love to watch?
Well, I think the idea of stretching the floor is a great way to play the game. When you have guys that can pass and shoot and handle the ball, you can do that. But that takes a specific type of talent, and getting together those kinds of players and having them be effective, it's a real challenge, but when you can do it, it works.
And you've played in the NBA for about 20 years, and then obviously, like you said, you did some assistant coaching. You've been around the game and in the basketball family for many years, so you've seen a lot of eras of basketball. Are there any that are your personal favorite? I
think the thing to understand about today's game is the fact that the three-point shot has really changed the game. The best team I played on probably was the '85 team when we beat the Celtics. From the first day of the season until the last game of the playoffs, we shot just about 100 three-point shots. Okay, Houston this past year has shot over 3,000 three-point shots.
That's insane.
So, you know, it's a totally different emphasis. You take advantage of the three-point shot, you get that extra point. It makes a difference if you can hit those shots. You shoot yourself out of the game if you can't make them. So, you know, it's changed. But I think the fans like it, and it hasn't changed the game so much that people don't get it. So I think they're doing okay.
You are still, to this day, the NBA's all-time leading scorer with only one three-pointer, which I think is pretty impressive.
Well, you know, getting high percentage shots makes you valuable. So I think that the fact that I could get high percentage shots, and I shot 56% lifetime, a good bet to get me the ball and see what I could do in the paint. And I wasn't against passing the ball. So when you have someone that's willing to play the game the right way, you can see what you can do in various areas.
And aside from the leading scorer of the NBA, you're also 6-time NBA champion, 6-time MVP, and also, I believe, 19-time All-Star. But of all of your basketball accomplishments, do you have one that's your favorite?
I would say just being able to make it possible for my team to win has been the most distinguishing thing for me in my career.
And is there anything outside of basketball that has been super exciting to you?
Well, I've written a number of books that have made the New York Times bestsellers list, so I'm very proud of that. It has given me another lease on life that wasn't really something that I planned on when I left college.
Well, thank you once again for joining us in 2K19 My Career Story and for coming on 2K TV.
You're welcome.
Cool. High five.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. Tonight we'll see the Toronto Raptors as they play against the Los Angeles Lakers at Staples Center. And for Los Angeles, this is a team that is reeling a bit. Hoping to start the year strong, they've had trouble communicating on both ends of the floor. Very little cohesion. They're hoping to pull things together.
Welcome, everyone, to this 2K Sports broadcast live in Los Angeles at the Staples Center. The excitement of the NBA is on the way. Along with Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge on the sideline, this is Kevin Harlan. And what an honor for us tonight to bring to you the greatest Laker perhaps of all time, Kobe Bryant. Kobe, so great to have you with us courtside tonight.
Oh, thank you, man. The pleasure is all mine. And I always like to stop by and spend time with you guys.
Well, this is going to be fun tonight.
Sure is.
Look at Toronto. Here's Valanciunas. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
For a player his size, Valanciunas has always been a good free throw shooter. We won't see a hack of Val anytime soon.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
It's a luxury to have a big man who can shoot free throws this way.
Kobe, you love to take over a game. You're scoring everything you did. Who are the players you faced, though, who held their own against you defensively, that were always something maybe that you really enjoyed playing because you knew they were so good defensively?
Tony Allen was my all-time favorite to go against. I loved going up against Tony
Monster.
Allen. He was amazing. Well, he didn't ask for any help ever. It wasn't like, I'm going to send Kobe down here and come for the trap. He wasn't asking for help. He's like, no, me and you. No matter how many times I hit him, no matter how many times I scored him, he was still there every single time. And I loved competing against him. Raja Bell as well. I loved competing against Raja.
Yeah, there were some battles with you and him when he played with Phoenix.
Yeah, because there was no back down.
Yes,
right?
none.
Eric Snow, Bruce Bowen, I liked a lot. He played the game differently. He tried to frustrate you and all these things. So I was fortunate enough to go up against some really top defenders. Kawhi, I didn't get a chance to see much because it was later in my career.
That'd have been a good matchup.
I would have loved it.
Kuzma can't get it to go. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
And a moment now to look at the numbers for Valanciunas. Good season for him last year. 8th in field goal percentage, and he was among the top 20 rebounders in the league. Never shy about throwing his weight around in the paint.
And, you know, back to his tremendous efficiency shooting last season, top 10 in the league, his dead-eye shooting creates so many opportunities for that offense. Lakers working the ball around now. Rondo kicks to AI. Some solid defense from Ibaka. Raptors leading by 5. To the middle, and Ibaka slams it in.
You know, he tracks a lot of defensive attention, and that enables Lowry to create open looks for his teammates.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Kobe, a lot of guys, once they stop playing, their bodies change. Yeah. Yet they still have the ailments.
That's generous.
But a lot of guys have ailments that linger on through their post-career. What kind of workout? We know you were just a workout fiend when you played, but what about now in retirement?
I work out hard.
Do you?
Yeah, it's become a challenge. To say, because most players, when they retire, say, you know what, I just don't want to gain a boatload of weight, right? And so they just try to manage that. I don't want to manage something. I want to attack something. So I'm going to say, you know what?
Well, that's a surprise.
Yeah, revelation. And so I said, I'm going to train harder than I ever did because I want to look good. I want to be fit for my children. I want to be able to chase them around and be able to show up at some of these retirement ceremonies or some of these other things.
And looking like you did when you played.
Being in great shape.
Yeah. Pass to Rondo. Just 4 to shoot. McGee sets the pick for Rondo. Misses the 3.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
Kuzma against Leonard. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Leonard's got 5.
This is where you really see it. The skill set of Kawhi Leonard allows him to beat good defense.
Timeout called the Lakers.
And when you take a look at that shot chart, the amount of misses lately, really unbelievable.
You start to wonder, in my opinion, is it better to take everything to the rack now or to try at least draw some fouls?
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles, Michael Beasley. He's checked in for JaVale McGee. Brandon Ingram comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Hart, he's checked in for Harris. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Rajon Rondo. And Kobe, one of your trademarks, the fadeaway jumper. It's so effective because it's unguardable.
Can't guard it. I remember playing against Eric Snow in the Sixers one time in Philadelphia, and he was a really great defensive player. And I took him down the post, and I turned around, and I hit a fall away. And running back up the court, he was like, man, if you're going to make that, man, it's just, you know, I just got to put my hand up. If you're going to make that shot, God bless you. I said, well, then God bless me, because I practiced that shot thousands of times, so thank you.
And he was a good defender.
He's a great defender.
Yes.
But those fadeaway shots, you know, players are just used to putting the hand up. But if you just put a hand up, and these are shots that I take thousands of times, we just got to hope I miss it.
You didn't.
No, not that one.
And at 6'6", Ball, very similar to Jason Kidd in terms of the vision that he plays the game with. His IQ is off the charts.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Raptors leading by 6. Screen by Monroe. Van Vliet kicks to Siakam. Passes it to Leonard. Over Beasley. And that one's good. Leonard, he's got 7.
I love it, Kawhi. When you have skills from the mid-range, you don't need to force anything.
There's the screen. Here's Ball. And again, no good by the Lakers.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
That's tipped, and they'll keep possession. And Monroe kicks to Van Vliet. Screen by Monroe. Here's Leonard. The pick gave him all the room he needed, and he knocks down the J. Leonard's got 9.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
AI left side. The shot, no good. And Toronto will go the other way with it. And this matchup with the Lakers, it's their first meeting of the season.
Yeah, and they swept this matchup the 2 times they played last year. They held the advantage on paper and on the court.
But hey, it's a different season, and anything can happen.
Van Vliet can't get it to go.
Yeah, you love the solid screen, but what you hate is just the inability to finish.
You can see he's frustrated with that one. Knows it's up to him to make that play.
There's 49 seconds left in the first quarter. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in. I'm sitting here listening to you talk, Kobe, about the game. You should have an academy for some of these players, really.
Yeah, I mean, I do it individually.
Yeah,
I don't do it collectively with guys,
right.
but individually I do. Like, I've had guys just come out to where I live out in Orange County, and I tell them, I said, listen, you guys can come out anytime. If I'm in town, I'm always available at 5 o'clock in the morning, and we can go 5 o'clock in the morning to 7. So I do that quite a bit with guys individually.
AI is out there with JaVale McGee. And it's LeBron James. Then there's Harris. And it's Rondo in at the point. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. And the Raptors with the ball. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And sometimes in that hostile environment, it is hard to stay true to who you are. But give them credit, they did, especially on offense.
Well, they came in with a strong game plan, made adjustments when they needed to, and kept the crowd out of their heads.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Kyle Lowry is a player who has worked his way to stardom. He says, I still feel like I can be better. I'm never satisfied. My team is good, but I think the best I can be is a champion. There is no other goal in basketball. Guys?
D.A., that's how you truly create a legacy.
Making a dent in this deficit. He's been on point tonight.
Outside Lowry. The dish now to Valanciunas. Outside Green. Screen by Ibaka. Pass to Lowry. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Lowry's got 6.
Lowry is just a ball of muscle out there. He has no problem taking a hit like that and still finishing.
AI left side. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. And Kobe, many people measure success in the NBA with the number of rings. Not so much the stats. For Karl Malone and Steve Nash and guys of that ilk, you know, they're truly great players, but they never won a championship. How are these legacies measured, do you think, when all is said and done, when you take a look at the landscape of that topic?
Well, they're great players and just never won championships. I mean, it's that simple to me. They're just phenomenal players. And winning a championship is extremely difficult. And you have to have so many things go right for you. And you have to be extremely fortunate to be with an organization and to have a GM that understands talent, understands the cap, understands how to build championship caliber teams. And Michael and myself were extremely fortunate, as was Larry, as was Magic. But at the same time, it becomes a player's responsibility to lead that core group of players to the title.
Valanciunas against McGee. No good from Valanciunas. Lakers trail by 16. Harris outside. AI sets a screen for Harris. The pass to AI. Misses off the right iron.
And you see why his reputation is so strong defensively. He allows no separation.
And so many defenses are not designed to take away the mid-range jumper, but he's given nothing away.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
AI sets a screen for Harris. Back to AI. Harris outside. And it's AI missing.
And forcing the miss there. He just knows how to pressure you defensively.
And also protecting the rim at all costs. I love the anticipation to affect the shot.
I'd like to give a big thank you once again to Kobe Bryant for coming by, and feel free anytime to drop by and join our broadcast.
No, thank you, man. It's been wonderful. Thank you for having me.
Well, Smitty, with Kobe stopping by the booth, you think back to some of the great moments of his career. Do you recall the first time you ever went up against him on the floor?
I do. I remember his rookie year. He didn't play a lot of minutes, but you could tell he was a special talent. He was a total package, and I was looking forward to see his career develop.
So, timeout called here, the first for Toronto. Well, Steve, for the Raptors the last few years, regular season hasn't been a problem. It's been all about the playoffs.
Yeah, the Raptors have the goal of making it out of the East and to the finals. It's the right goal to have with the way they perform in the regular season. This team, they will always be measured by their playoff runs.
Wonderful recognition there. When you leave someone open around Harris, he's going to make you pay.
Free throw good, James. 54 seconds left in the first half. Lowry passes to Valanciunas. Green, the screen. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. AI with it. Now Green defending. Harris dishes to AI. To the inside. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Ibaka's got 6 rebounds in the game.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
$19 seconds left to play here in the half. LeBron passes to AI. In the corner, it's Harris. Pass the ball. To the inside. Shot is good, and the Toronto lead is cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from James.
You could say, LeBron, that's too easy, but great players create these opportunities every single night.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors holding on to an 11-point cushion. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break. As we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. And Toronto will go for a different look here. Greg Monroe, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Pascal Siakam comes in for Serge Ibaka. DeLon Wright, he's checked in for Danny Green. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Kyle Lowry. Steve, obviously schemes evolve on both sides of the ball. Talk about some of the biggest changes that you have seen defensively since you were playing.
I think the one, Kevin, that sticks out right now, so many teams now are comfortable and are able to switch 1 through 5. You kind of switch 1 and 2s and 4 and 5s. Now you see point guards are switching on centers. And then I think also defensively right now, you see a lot of teams right now influencing guys to drive the basketball to their opposite hands. Back when we played, we kind of just played a guy straight up and then let the defense rotate, and you were in full rotation.
So for Toronto right now, we've got Kawhi Leonard. Monroe is out there with Wright. And it's Siakam in at the power forward position.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
Monroe with a screen on ball. Passes it to VanVleet. Kicks to Monroe. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Monroe's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of.
Caldwell Pope outside. AI sets a screen for Caldwell Pope. Puts it up from 12. No good off the back of the rim.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
It's amazing everything Leonard gives you, including the eyes to find the open man.
Ball kicks to Ingram. AI sets a screen for Ingram. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. Here's AI. Got a piece of it.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
flexing at the rack. Leonard doing what he can to fire up his teammates.
Ball, the pass to Caldwell Pope. It's stolen. And now here comes Wright, leading the break. Plays it up and banks it in. And now it's a 12-point Toronto lead.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Shot to stop the run. Ingram kicks to AI. Toronto grabs the miss. Monroe's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Nobody near Leonard. And the 3 ball is good. Leonard's got 5 points now this quarter.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Ball, the pass to AI. Comes up empty down low.
Obviously, this has been a tough quarter for him, but he's still trying to keep a positive mindset.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And now, here's the 2K leaderboard with the teams that last season scored the most second-chance points in the NBA. The Lakers second.
This was a team that was really savvy when it came to getting position under the boards and then getting those offensive putbacks. This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Harris has checked in.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
A little undersized at the 4, but he can get off the ground.
Raptors leading by 12. Van Vliet kicks to Monroe. Over Beasley. The kick out to Wright. Got a piece of it. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. JaVale McGee's checked in for the Lakers. JaVale McGee. .34 seconds left to play in the third. Pass to Leonard. Shoots over Ingram. And the Raptors miss again. Lakers trail by 12. Harris kicks to AI. Rebound by Monroe. Here's Van Vliet, guarded by Harris. Here's Siakam. And that one is hammered home.
Oh, I dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. And so it's Toronto. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. Back right after this. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
You see why they trust him with the ball in his hand. He can make the simple play, and he can pull off the spectacular.
And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. They've got AI. Harris is out there with Lonzo Ball. And it's LeBron James. And it's McGee in at the 5 down low. That's the Laker 5. Raptors leading by 11. Monroe with a screen on Ball. And here's Leonard from 3. The Lakers with the rebound.
Coming out of halftime, he wanted to start strong, yet the opposite happened.
Ball. James trying to free himself up. Ball, no good. Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by LeBron. The pass to Monroe. Floats one. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. 9 points for Greg Monroe.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. He gets that one. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Leonard kicks to right. Monroe sets a screen for right. And there's the feed to Monroe. Pass to Van Vliet. Monroe with a screen on Ball. 4 on the clock. Here's Van Vliet. It's deflected.
And Ball using those long arms to just swat away that shot. I love the hustle. Always nice to have a point guard who can block shots.
Harris against right. Back to Leonard. Screen by Monroe. And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That'll be his second foul of the game. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for the Lakers. Rondo comes in for Ball. And the Raptors also making a change. Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for Fred Van Vliet. Leonard, no luck.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Harris outside. Dishes it to James. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
That's how you want to finish. LeBron busting it over the defender with authority.
They set the pick. Here's Siakam. Off the left rim and up. Lakers trail by 9. Kuzma kicks to Rondo. The 3 from Corey Harris. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Monroe. And some changes here for the Raptors. Jonas Valanciunas. Free throw drops for James.
And to think LeBron in high school was recruited by some D1 colleges to play wide receiver, boy, what a downfield target he would have been.
Passes to Valanciunas. Lowry against Rondo. Screen by Monroe. Here's Van Vliet. And Monroe kicks to Siakam. Monroe left side. And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. And that'll be his third foul so far. Some changes for Toronto. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Monroe. Leonard comes in for Pascal Siakam. And it's Green in for Kyle Lowry. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Serge Ibaka has gone through a lot of roles since he's entered the league. Now pretty much a shot-blocking stretch 4.
Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for Toronto. Lakers trail by 8. LeBron kicks to Harris. Here's AI. Ibaka with some nice D.
Just great at getting after it defensively, forcing guys into tough shots.
Yeah, to be successful, you've got to protect the paint. He rises to that challenge.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 9.
In a league full of talented point guards, sometimes Lowry's efforts, they get overlooked, but he's a game changer.
Rondo passes to AI. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Toronto's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for Toronto.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the board.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
Hey, you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for Leonard.
When it comes to protecting the rim, there are numerous ways to do that. The most exciting of those, just send shots back. And that's what he did tonight in volume.
Tremendous effort here on the road. That plane ride home is going to be sweet.
They better have some extra goodies on that plane, because after this blowout, they deserve to be rewarded.
Chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Kawhi Leonard.
Plain and simple, his scoring is what made him our pick tonight. Even when the D's giving him all their attention, they just have not been able to contain him. If they backed off him for 1 second, he made them pay.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. Right against Ball. Right outside. Out to Monroe. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They
Hey, Veronica, how you doing?
You were cooking out there last night, killer.
Oh, thank you. So, what's going on?
I'm bearing witness to the rise.
Look, okay, you can mellow a little bit with the trademarks. It's okay.
Look, I know you want to fit in, but you don't have to fall behind. Okay, the vet's like a leader, and you have to get used to trademarks because both Foot Locker and Gatorade called to talk.
About me?
No, about your mom.
Oh, you got jokes. Okay.
Of course, about you. They're noticing your story. They're noticing your game. People are starting to look at you, and I am telling you, America loves a comeback.
Wow. So, I mean, who's first?
You tell me. Where do you want to start? Great. I'll set it up for later this week.
Yo, it's the 2KMC, and here's your neighborhood scout. Events have kicked off. And last week, the castle of NBA players was sacked by some. These NBA stars were not joking around, making jesters of many who entered their keep. And the competition hit a new high in Ante Up for Gold Rush. Congratulations to these players for topping the leaderboards. And for everyone looking real shiny in that gold gear. Coming up this weekend, the weekly Reese's Crunch Hour for double my points and VC. Then, we're taking over the night with the Big Beats event. Get your gear from Swags and feel the music from 9 to midnight. Then on Sunday, the Ruffles Ridge Challenge is up. Hit those 4-pointers and rise up the leaderboard for gear, unlimited boosts, and more. October starts off with community events. Enter Block Party on Wednesday the 3rd. Break out the chalk and bring the swats. If we hit the block target, everyone wins. We'll follow that up with the Dime Time on Saturday. Same deal, different stat. Rack up the assists and get everyone involved to drive up the numbers. Next Sunday, let's get competitive. It's Mini Madness. That's right. Hit the mini hoops, get on the leaderboard, and win big. This week also has new clothes. We're starting October with new pink gear at Swags. It's Royalty vs. Wizard for Wacky Wednesday. How magical. And new Throwback Thursday gear in the NBA store. Remember, we're watching. And I'll be back later with your top plays.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here. Shaq's here. Kenny's here. Welcome to this edition of 2K Sports. And the pregame warm-ups wrapping up out in Los Angeles, where it'll be the Lakers going up against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Well, for Minnesota, they've gone 4-1 over the last 5, playing pretty well, and they're looking to build on that tonight.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's an all-Western Conference matchup in today's game. And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge on the sideline. David?
Well, guys, we know it's been a journey to the NBA for AI. Now, he says he owes a lot to the players and the coaches from the Mad Ants, and one player in particular, Paul Tatum, the former forward from the Bulls and Heat, showed AI what it meant to be a pro, how to have the right approach. AI said he feels he owes Tatum more than anybody else. Guy?
Great reporting as always, David. AI really credits Tatum for his development.
Yeah, and, you know, I remember Tatum when he was in the league, a very smart player, and it's nice to see he is guiding others, finding their way in the league.
Chris, you played for 5 different teams, a couple of them multiple times. How long do you think it takes to feel comfortable has checked in for Los Angeles. Corky Dangs checked in for the Timberwolves. On the court for Minnesota, Wiggins and Jang at the small forward and power forward spots. Teague runs the point with Butler at his side. They're the backcourt. And it's Towns in at the center. Timberwolves trail by 7. Butler in the corner. Teague a screen on Harris. 6 on the shot clock. Butler passes to Towns. Unable to get that one.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
He hasn't been very precise at all.
Wiggins drives in. Count the basket. Wiggins has got 7.
And Teague knew that he would be open there. Great patience and vision from the point man.
Harris kicks to AI. Outside Rondo. Looking for McGee. Gets it there. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. Back to Teague. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Butler against Harris. Butler passes to Jang over AI. Jang, no luck.
Not quite airtight defense right there, but his release was a little bit off on the jump.
To the paint. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That one is on Towns.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for James. Josh Hart comes in for Harris. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Rajon Rondo. And that one, good.
And this is Butler's bread and butter. The mid-range J is on point. Got to D him up better than that.
To the left wing. They set the pick. Hart kicks to AI. And he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot. And the Lakers lead by 10.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
There's the pass to Jang. Down low, Rose lays it up and banks it in.
And Derrick Rose certainly equipped athletically to punish teams in the paint.
Los Angeles leading by 8. Here's Hart. AI outside. Back to Ball. Ingram passes to AI. McGee trying to break free. And AI with the basket on the assist from Ingram.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout.
Oh, yeah, look. You can see how Ingram has developed in his short time in the NBA. Gotten a little bit stronger, attacking the basket. He's the former number 2 pick, and he's getting steam with confidence. And maybe one day he can be an elite scorer. He's starting to develop a little bit of a killer instinct when he has the ball.
Beasley's checked in for JaVale McGee. Tyus Jones, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Here's Tolliver. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
And with Ingram, he now wants the ball and wants to attack defenders each time down the floor.
Yeah, Kevin, and that doesn't just mean he's doing it with scoring. He's become a great drive and kick playmaker as well. Now, for me, the next step for him is to emerge as a vocal leader, something that the LA office is hoping he can become.
And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now. These, the new power rankings, they tell a great story. You look at the Spurs. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And seeing where the Lakers are, they have to like the progression that we've seen. Bit by bit, everything coming together. Consistency going forward will be key.
Here's AI. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Deflects the pass, and that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession. And with this opportunity, we can show you this season's top shot blocking teams. In the third spot, the Timberwolves. The Lakers in fifth.
And these teams have both hung their hat on their defense, especially in the paint. We're looking at two of the premier shot blocking teams in our league.
Hit some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. AI's got 6.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Here's Jang, and he drops it in from the low post.
And it's just been an avalanche of points here in the early going.
Yeah, both teams have come out with solid offensive strategies. And then, of course, guys are finishing.
And the foul called on Tyus Jones. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established position there.
Pass to Hart. At the elbow, it's AI. From deep.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
Ball no good. Outside Rose. Lets the 3 fly. And the 3 ball is good. And now it's only a 5-point Los Angeles lead.
And Rose has shown himself capable of knocking down that 3 when he's got some daylight.
AI in the post, working on Tolliver. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. The Lakers have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And when you think of free throw shooting, not particularly a strength for this group, right around 70%.
5 seconds left to play here in the first. Here's Nunley. The wing jumper off target. And so it's Los Angeles with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We have all seen the incredible dunk. Here's what AI had to say about his viral slam over Corey Harris.
You know, the funny thing about that is that when it happened, I didn't even think about how big it was going to be. You know, Corey and I go way back, so I was just happy to have gotten one over on him. It really wasn't until the next day that when my phone started blowing up that I realized just how big the reaction was to that dunk.
Yeah, I can only imagine the amount of texts and calls that flooded AI's phone after that dunk. My goodness.
And what's interesting, though, is that he didn't even realize what he had done. Sometimes you just get caught up in the moment of a play, and it isn't until after that you see the degree of difficulty of what you just pulled off.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here. What have they been doing or not doing?
Playing smart in this first period. Credit their unselfish play.
Always a good strategy. Get as many people involved as you can early on.
Ball is the point with KCP at his side. AI is out there with Brandon Ingram. And it's Beasley in at the 5. That's the Laker 5. Bucket is good.
He has the size to be a factor inside. Ball doesn't shy away from testing his luck from me. Well, come on. To give Magic Johnson credit, City of Angels, the Lakers wanted to make a big splash in free agency, and they did. Landing the biggest free agent that they could. Look, landing LeBron that instantly made their offseason a success. I mean, it took a lot to recruit LeBron. Give Magic Johnson credit. But this franchise has been the talk since he signed on.
And the Lakers wasted, Chris, no time filling the rest of the roster with veterans.
Yeah, Kevin, and with LeBron on board, I think that's a solid idea. Look, the Lakers didn't land another huge free agency target. We all know that. But they did do a good job of building a team around LeBron. I mean, they have a nice blend of youth and veterans on this roster. And with LeBron, as we know, you never know. That could work.
Chang, a screen. Rose kicks to Tolliver. There's a good screen. Shot clock at 5. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Conley can't get it to go. Lakers leading by 7. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. Buries the long-range jumper. Caldwell Pope's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Jang, a screen. Jones, the pass to Jang. Back to Jones. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Jones has got his first basket of the night.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Ingram outside. AI outside. Back to Ingram. Lakers working the ball around now. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Rose can't hit. Lakers have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. AI passes to Beasley in low. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Oh, you're up by double digits. They're trying to keep the momentum, keep the foot on the neck. That's his focus right now.
Good work there as it goes. Tolliver's got his second bucket of the night.
And that's the role they want for Rose. Getting guys going through his passing, especially when he can find them in rhythm.
Ingram kicks to AI. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. Beasley the screen. Off the pick, Caldwell Pope shoots. And he drops that one in. Caldwell Pope's got the lead up to 10 now for the Lakers. Minnesota calls timeout. C-Web, there are guys that bring it every night. It doesn't depend on a game or a teammate or a play or whatever. Every night they bring it out. Great consistency. I know you have a lot of players that you admire in that regard.
Definitely, I admire their pride, their heart, their attention.
Los Angeles leading by 10. Rondo dishes to LeBron. Tries from 10. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Towns has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Wiggins kicks to T. Wiggins passes to Butler. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
They don't need LeBron to hit the 3 all the time. They love it.
So for the Timberwolves, their last game a win against the Clippers in Los Angeles. There's the pick. Jang dishes to T. And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic.
And the Lakers with some changes. Brandon Ingram comes in for JaVale McGee. And Ball subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Anthony Tolliver. He's checked in for the Timberwolves. Rose comes in for Wiggins. Ingram kicks to AI. And the rejection by Jang. Tipped away. Here's Hart. Pass to AI. Releases from 15. Rebound by Jang. 1:21 left to play in the first half. Left side, Butler. Inside. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
How about the awareness there for Butler? The D goes to sleep, and Jimmy finds the wide open man.
To the inside. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Butler.
And who doesn't love stats? Here are some numbers for Ball. Averaging 5 points per game, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. And the numbers won't wow you, but I like the effort he brings to the table each and every night.
He hustles, does the little things, just a good complimentary guy who you need on your team.
Hart the pass to LeBron. And stolen by Jang. Passes to Nunley. Butler against Ingram. Here's Tolliver. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
He is a fantastic athlete for a power forward. Whatever he lacks in height, he makes up for with hops.
Looking at the last game for the Lakers, it was a loss to the Raptors. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Ball against Rose. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Another miss by Minnesota. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Lakers on top. They lead by 12. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Andrew, they shot the lights out in the first half. What has to change?
Get back. Focus on getting back, guarding your man, and not taking these real.
It starts with a man-on-man challenge. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. Without question, Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Michael Beasley, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. AI comes in for Ingram. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for LeBron. And Ball subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Timberwolves also changing it up. Gorgie Dang comes in for Taj Gibson. And Jones subbed in for Jeff Teague. So on the floor for Minnesota, down low, it's Jang and Towns. Jones and Butler in the backcourt. And it's Wiggins in at the 3. Lakers leading by 18.
And Karl Anthony Towns, one of the most prolific three-point shooters in the league, at least top 3 amongst all 7-footers. And his three-point percentage, elite as well, over 40%.
AI, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
To the middle, stolen by Ball. One-on-one fast break. Here's Harris. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. And that's now 11 points for Corey Harris. Timberwolves trail by 20. Outside, Jones. Here's Wiggins, and Wiggins throws it down.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Harris kicks to AI from 12 feet out. A rebound by the Timberwolves. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
And I love the fact that they did such a good job of really reacting to what the defense was giving them.
Yeah, all about IQ. You're right. They made smart in-game adjustments. I mean, they seemed a step ahead all night.
Ball, the pass to AI from inside. And the rejection by Jang. Beasley the screen. Caldwell Pope for 3. That shot missing. And Minnesota now the other way. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That will conclude a 5-game road trip for them. Pope loose. Stolen by Corey Harris. 3-on-3. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. A chance here to take a moment and compare the front court and back court scoring on the night for the Timberwolves.
Not a lot of difference between them. It's about 50-50, but this game isn't 50-50 right now. They need a big run here just to get back into the mix.
And it wasn't the quickest start for Lonzo Ball in his rookie year. He had a lot of hype to live up to, but he showed he can be a player to build around. He plays as the high-octane engine for his team.
Josh Hart, he's checked in for Harris. Outside for Caldwell Pope. There's the pass to AI. Buries it down low. AI's got 14 points for the game.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
And over the summer, Ball stated that he wanted to add more strength to his game.
Yeah, and Ball said he saw the jump Ingram had between his rookie and sophomore year and was encouraged by that. He wanted to match that type of level of improvement, and I guess that means match that type of level of work off the floor. There's a lot to like about Lonzo's future in the league.
AI sets a screen for Caldwell Pope. Got a piece of it. That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. A chance to check out Los Angeles' upcoming schedule. On Saturday, they'll head out on the road to face the Kings in Sacramento. Then on Sunday, the Atlanta Hawks coming to town. That will tip off a homestand for them.
And for their matchup with the Magic, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
Rose with the ball. Now guarded by Ball. Wiggins outside. 4 on the clock. 3-pointer. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
Look, that matches his 3-point total from the first half. He had 1 in the first, now he's got 1 in the second.
Ball kicks to AI. Caldwell Pope with it. Tolliver on him. They set the pick. Ball, the pass to AI. Again, Los Angeles.
Oh, look at that awareness of Ball. Fantastic at recognizing when his teammates are wide open.
Timberwolves trail by 18. Pass to Nunley. Wiggins, right side. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Jang with the screen for Wiggins. Fires from deep. He can't get it to go. And the Lakers take it the other way. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
You know, a poor shooting night. I just got the sense they didn't work hard enough to get good looks.
Or selfishness. I mean, this is what happens when you don't make the extra pass. Your field goal percentage can go south.
And Beasley gets it to go on the assist by AI. 9 points for Beasley.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Now here's Rose. Pass to Wiggins. Over Hart. Off target with that shot. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Lakers lead by 20. And we'll have the start. Now let's hear what Coach Tom Thibodeau was reviewing with his team in the...
Defensively, we got to do a better job.
And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Los Angeles leading by 20. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. So the Lakers 5 right now. They've got Rajon Rondo. JaVale McGee is out there with AI. Then it's LeBron James. And it's Ball in at the 2. And the foul on Derrick Rose. That's his first foul. Not too long ago, C-Web, triple-doubles were widely celebrated. Now you see much more of them all over the league. What's been the change there, do you think?
I think the change has been the style of play and the removal of the big man. Being that there are no longer a slew of 7-footers in there rebounding, guards can come in there and do some amazing things in rebounding. And I'm amazed with Westbrook coming in and rebounding over the 7-footers. You also have better spacing, and so if I'm a one-on-one player, I get past my guy, I can trust it that if I throw it to a wide-open shooter now, because of the way that we've drawn the defenses in, there may be a few more open looks. And so I still respect it. I still respect the energy, the focus, the fact that you have to be all over the floor to do it. But, you know, besides the fact that there's longer...
Oh, goodness. Did you see that? And there's one thing that's never been in question about Wiggins, his ability to be a high-volume scorer. And in case you needed a reminder, he's giving you one tonight.
Here's Rondo. Bangs home the trifecta.
And when you're down this many points, hard to justify leaving a good shooter that wide open.
Well, the game looks like it's starting to wear on them. Unable to get out, defend the perimeter, unfocused. It's a bad sign.
And the Lakers making a change here. Ingram's checked in. Minnesota. That's good from Harris.
And you see the natural talent Harris has. The game comes so easily to him, and an exciting player to watch.
Towns, a screen on Rondo. To the paint. And that one's good. Towns.
That's a perfect setup. Solid screen. Defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
Out left to the wing. Rondo dishes to AI. Gibson with the steal. Outside Rose. Butler in the corner. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Butler's got 14 points now in the second half.
he's one of the guys having a solid game for them. But as a whole, they've been lacking.
And Harris wide open. He shoots, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
He's getting hotter the deeper we get into this game. I mean, he didn't give him much of anything in the first half.
Gibson up top. He's guarded by AI. That's tipped. And AI throws it down.
Oh, you gotta love the intelligence of James. He understands the game like few others. I mean, spots the open man with ease.
Timberwolves trail by 18. Rose kicks to Towns. Down low. And count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Now, that was a sensational feed. He hit him right on the move.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Wiggins is checked in. When you look at the amount of threes Chris being taken now, do you think the league as a whole is too dependent upon the perimeter offense?
I don't think so. If you look at Golden State, we all tend to think that they've shot the most threes last year. It actually was Houston.
Right.
And when you look at how Golden State does not just settle for threes, Kevin, but they can shoot them at any time. And maybe the best three-point shooter in the history of the NBA, Curry, will lay a difficult layup over the top of your head just as quick as he'll shoot a tough three from 45 feet. That's what it seems like, but the good teams like a Golden State make you feel like they're shooting a lot of threes, but actually play with the balanced game. Those that try to copycat and just shoot threes, I don't think they've won a championship yet. So I think it's about having that balance, and maybe the league overall is shooting too many threes, but the champions who shoot threes, I don't think take too many.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Teague's checked in. Outside Butler. Six on the shot clock, and they double up Butler. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. Minnesota with the ball. Teague kicks to Towns. Towns the screen. 6 to shoot. No good on the shot. Excellent D there from AI.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Lakers.
The differential in assists led to a lot of open looks, and it also helped to get more guys involved in the offense easy.
And they made the defense adjust, but they just couldn't come up with an answer.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And with this win now, we're all square, 1-1. 2 more games yet to come in what's proving to be a very competitive season series.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for LeBron.
Their offense had a great flow to it because of how well he was moving the ball. His assists were way up there, and it kept everybody moving, working to get open.
Gibson with the steal. Here's Butler. Rejected by Harris.
I mean, you have to be cognizant of where Harris is. He's solid at timing when to block shots.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Back to AI. There's 18 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. It's rebounded by Towns. Wiggins against LeBron. And it's Gibson, that time on the assist by Wiggins.
Oh, the feed was perfect. The timing, the placement, everything was right on the money.
Rondo passes to James. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And the Timberwolves call time here. They trail by 10. 1 second left in the 4th. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight just...
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
And that'll do it, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for...
I think Clay got a faster release, though.
Oh, is that?
Yeah.
I don't know. Debatable.
How's it going? All right, AI, let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do.
Get started, man. Let's get started. Screen, screen, screen. Screen coming.
Watch the pick. Still have work to do, AI. Let's get back at it soon.
Hey, see you later.
right, AI, let's get to work. Here's what we're going to do. All right, that's good, AI. Save some of that for the game.
Hey, hit me up.
All right, AI, let's get to work. Here's what we're going to do.
Focus, focus! Hey, keep the ball, huh?
All right, let's go. No more dilly-dally.
Next time, man. Next time.
Yeah, I see you want to work on finishing the hoop today. Let's get you set up. Man, you've been better off staying home today.
Next time, man. Next time.
And now it's time for your 2K TV rad submissions. MyCareer scenes with me, and for next week we want to see you and Kareem. So make sure that you share those MyCareer clips on social media using the hashtag 2KTVKareem.
I'd be back. The 2KMC with your top plays of the week. First up, Hunter Ajon is back, but this time in the cages. Just flying over that dude between his legs for the reverse. Off a trampoline. You gotta love it when a dude's just willing to sacrifice his body for a game of pickup. Next, we're in the wreck with Evan Galando. Grabbing it off the backboard for the reverse flush. Catching lobs and dishing L's. Oh man. Now we're in the streets with Aegis loves money, does his defender dirty with the ball fake, and green for the win. I mean, yeah, that was actually a mistake. He didn't mean to do that, but it looks cool. And finally, the real 2 Raw, down 10 with 20 left. Buckets. Steal. Green. Takeover. Cheese. And it's gotta be turnover and a long 3 to force overtime. T-Mac alert. Next time, just take the L, man. No, seriously, I would hate having this happen to me. Now it's time for you to vote for your favorite play. And next week, I'll be back with the first top plays of the month. And the winners get 250,000 VC. So submit your top plays to social media using the hashtag 2KTVWow. I'm the 2KMC and I'm getting out of here.
That's all we've got for this week, guys. Thanks for watching. And next week, we have a super fun interview with Bill Simmons, so make sure that you tune in. And we will see you then.
Everyone, welcome to another exciting broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, guys, we know how much of a trailblazer LeBron James has been. He's taken charge of his own free agency to ensure that he is almost always on a contender. He has made it clear he has no interest in being around mediocrity. Kevin?
You're right, DA. He wants rings and nothing less. And for teams not enjoying a quick start to the season, Clark, how long until they start to push the panic button, making some big moves?
You know, Kevin, I don't think you ever can push the panic button. I think you have to have a sense of what direction you're going, be realistic about who you are and what you have. And that's where good leadership comes in, not just with the team itself.
Big group substitution here for Sacramento. Kufis checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. This comes in for Zach Randolph. Bielitsa, he's checked in for Heald, and Yogi Ferrell subbed in for Fox. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. AI is checked in for JaVale McGee. Brandon Ingram comes in for Michael Beasley. Josh Hart, he's checked in for Harris. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Rajon Rondo. So the Lakers 5 right now. The forwards are Ingram and LeBron. All out there with Hart, and it's AI in at the 5, roaming the paint.
And I'll tell you what, guys, I think that's the best part of James's game, and he's got a lot of good parts, but his vision is otherworldly.
Inside, and he dunks it down.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Here's AI. The shot comes out. The Kings trail by 3. Pass to Bielitsa. Lets it go with a 3. Rebounded by Hart. LA's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Pulls up. And yes, it's good. Hart's got his first 2 points of the night.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Outside, Bogdanovich. Labissiere in the high post. Over AI. Sacramento again missing. Lakers leading by 5. Here's the floater. Hart, that's good. Hart's got his second basket of the night.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Ferrell passes to Bielitsa. To the inside, Bogdanovich. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
You're going to win a lot of games when you can shoot the 3-ball the way they did in that one.
And you know, you see teams relying on the 3-ball more and more nowadays. It's a big part of the game, and they made it rain out there in a big way.
And you can sense they're starting to take charge here.
You know, they seem to be on the same page out there, Greg. I mean, definitely the momentum is with them.
There's a screen. Ferrell kicks to Bogdanovich. Labissiere, the screen. Shot clock at 6. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way. Bogdanovich has got 7 points in the game. The Lakers in the lead. Ball with it. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. And a wide open look for AI. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Outside, Bogdanovich. Unloads from 13. Ferrell can't hit.
Boy, Kevin, he just clanked that one. I mean, surprising because the defense wasn't really in the picture. No other way to say it. Flat out bad defense. Didn't even contest the shot. Lucky for them, he misfired on it.
He gets it in there. 1:09 left in the first. To the middle. Here's the screen. Used the screen and took it all the way.
And James is an all-around talent, a fantastic passer who actively looks to get his guys going.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first.
And really, whether you're up or down, it's a game of adjustments.
Always. And having a good coach is critically important. I mean, you need somebody you can count on to make the right adjustment.
Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You take a look at Los Angeles. They were hoping to get off to a better start to the season. Things are still early, so they still may have a chance. And, of course, Sacramento, a half game back.
And when I look at the Lakers, with the start they've had, they've taken what was such a hopeful preseason and turned the mood sour.
Can't remember the last time I've seen optimism turn to pessimism as quickly as I have with these guys. I mean, their fans are already talking about who needs to be replaced.
Just 5 on the clock. Labissiere, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Ball with the bucket.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And stolen by AI. And AI throws it down.
Methodical in their approach. They have absolutely owned this first quarter.
And I tell you what, Greg, they've worked hard for this lead. Their play calling has been superb, and the execution even better.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ball. "16 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Pass to Bogdanovich. Pass to Labissiere. From past the arc. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow!
And money to end the quarter there with the triple.
They knew exactly what they wanted to do right there, Greg, and the timing was right on time.
And so it's Los Angeles holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And we'll be back with you shortly. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And what stands out to you from the Lakers in this one?
Playing smart in this first period. Credit their unselfish play.
Yeah, and you know, that cohesion is really impressive, Greg. I mean, they know how to get each other going and feed off of each other, and that's crucial.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. On the court right now for the Kings, we've got Kufis. Bialica is out there with Skal Labissiere. Then there's Bogdanovich. And it's Farrell in at the point. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's James, and James throws it down.
LeBron James throwing it down is a thing of beauty. An incredible athlete who makes dunking look as easy as it can look.
Farrell passes to Bialica. Back to Farrell. Labissiere trying to break free. They get it back. Foul on the play. Basket counts, so it'll be a three-point play chance. The Kings making a switch here. Heald's checked in, and the Lakers also making a switch. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Josh Hart. Clark, when you played, you were dominant inside. Are you surprised at how perimeter-oriented the game now has evolved into?
No, not really, Kevin, because of the three-point line and what it means. The game was created as a game of putting the ball in the basket. Initially, it was by getting the ball as close as you could to the basket with big guys or drives, and now with the three-point line, shooting has become a premium, and it's really one of the great elements of the game for me, and I love the way folks are playing it now.
Defensive rules have sure made a big difference in this game, haven't they?
Yeah, great point.
And Stevenson's checked in for Brandon Ingram. Now here's Labissiere. He's guarded by AI. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Hield. The shot comes out, so Los Angeles will take it the other way. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
I would agree. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, the Kings signed some quality vets last season, but when the losses piled up, they decided to go young. Now, the focus is on development. The veterans still have a role providing steadying presence on the court and in the locker room. Kevin?
David, it certainly is a balancing act. Thanks for that report. Zach Randolph's checked in for the Kings. De'Aaron Fox comes in for Yogi Ferrell. And the Lakers also making a change. McGee's checked in, stolen by Stevenson. Caldwell Pope against Fox. Back to Caldwell Pope. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. There's the pass to AI. AI sets a screen for Stevenson. Just 5 to shoot. AI can't hit. The Kings trail by 9. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. To the paint. Here's AI. It's good. that basket. He's now 5 for 9. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Lakers.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
And last season, not a beat missed for KCP. Even after switching teams, he played his same brand of defense. Unfortunately, the lack of bite shooting the ball stayed the same as well. That's an area he's got to improve.
Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Sacramento. For Sacramento, they have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
And as a team, they're down around 72% for the season.
You know, they've really put themselves behind the 8 ball in so many of their games because they just have not been able to knock down those foul shots.
And Clark, for KCP, you play him for the defense and just hope he helps you out on the offensive side in some way.
Well, you know, he's never been an efficient scorer, Kevin, but you don't need him to be. I mean, the steals are always going to be there, and he's a nuisance on that end of the floor and can guard just about any perimeter position. He's also improved his rebounding, which allows him to help in a lot of ways. So this guy defensively on the glass, he's a winner and a keeper.
Rondo gets the bucket.
And every now and then, Rondo will surprise you with the occasional triple, showing it off there with range.
Fox against Rondo. Pass to Randall. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Randolph's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Rondo against Fox. Rondo dishes to AI. No good with the wing jumper. The Kings trail by 14. Now here's Hield. Kicks it to Fox. Randolph passes to Bielitsa. The baseline J. Randolph can't hit.
And as he squares up from mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Yeah, I like the fact, Greg, that he crowded the shooter there, made him uncomfortable, got into his airspace a bit. It looked like he forced the shot.
For Sacramento, they've gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Zach Randolph, a paragon of consistency over his career.
And so it's Los Angeles, out in front by 17 points at the end. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here. We're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. Some changes for Sacramento. Kufis checked in for Cauley-Stein. Labissiere comes in for Zach Randolph. And Farrell subbed in for Buddy Hield. AI is checked in for the Lakers. Ball comes in for Rajon Rondo. To the middle. And Labissiere sends it back.
Love how aggressive Labissiere is on defense. I mean, using that wide frame and long reach to turn back shots.
For Sacramento, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in the 3rd. That leaves room for improvement, certainly. So the Lakers 5 right now. Lonzo Ball out there with Harris. Then there's JaVale McGee. Then it's LeBron James. And it's AI in at the 4. Bogdanovich, no luck.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Here's a look at what's coming up now for the Sacramento Kings. On Monday, they'll be playing against LaMarcus Aldridge and the San Antonio Spurs. Then on Friday, they'll take on Marc Gasol and the Memphis Grizzlies. Farrell kicks to Labissiere. And it's good for 2. Labissiere's got his 2nd basket of the night.
Boy, the control Labissiere has. I mean, even with the contact, quite amazing at how he gets these shots to go.
and he gets the bucket.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Bielitsa, he's checked in for the Kings. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Farrell gets the bucket. Farrell's got his first bucket in this one.
Looking very comfortable close to the basket. I mean, it's important that Farrell keeps finding ways to capitalize from there.
James, left side. McGee trying to break free. And that one's good. James.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Goof is with it. McGee's there. Fox. Here's Farrell. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got his 6th assist on the night.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
There's the feed to AI. No good, and he's missed half of his 14 field goal attempts. Here's Bielitsa, covered by LeBron. Here's Labissiere, and Labissiere throws it down.
Nothing like seeing Labissiere sky for the slam. Devastating the way he punches it down against the defense.
And the slam dunk by McGee.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
Unless you're the team getting punched on. That would be the difference.
And you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
McGee a screen. AI sets a screen for LeBron. Out to the right wing. Just 5 on the clock. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
And Kevin, I really think it's important that shot becomes part of Ball's arsenal. He's got to get comfortable knocking down the three-point shot. Hey, you know, Kevin, that's what you want to see. Strong passing inside, leading to the hoop.
He kicks it to Caldwell Pope. McGee a screen. To the wing right side. AI on the mark with the 15-footer. AI's got 16 points.
Yeah, first and foremost, he's a pass-first team player, is Caldwell Pope. Love seeing that.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. As we take a look at the power forward position, Clark, one you know very well, who are some of the more underrated guys at that power forward spot?
Wow, underrated. You always run into some interesting names when you think about underrated. You know, I think a guy that perhaps has finally found himself with the talent that he came into the league with is James Johnson down in Miami. He does a little bit of everything, had one of his best seasons this past year. Taj Gibson, I think, is undervalued for what he brings in toughness, shooting, and defense. And, you know, I think if you're a Lakers fan, you've got to be excited about this young core.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
Hey, that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely...
How's it going?
some help?
Bring it in. Great game last night. One of the best I've been a part of. And let's keep that energy and focus going in today's practice. Aim to be great. Look, if we want to be a winning team, we're really going to have to shoot it better than we have been.
All right, fellas, head to your stations. There's going to be a lot of shooting drills today.
Focus! Focus!
Really, AI? Get your mind right.
Good work, team. Let's get one more drill. One more. Come on, with the foul. Hey, he can ball, huh? Great practice today. Get out there and put up some more shots.
AI. Finishing at the rim is still an art. Let's get this going.
You got it. You got it. Come on, man. Yeah, let's go. Let's do it. Keep taking that. Watch out.
Poetry in motion, AI.
Come get it. Come get it.
That's how you finish strong, AI. Hey, all right, AI. I see you want to work on finishing at the hoop. Let's get started.
Get it started, man. Let's get it started. Hey, he can warm up. Now we're rolling. Let's go. And we are done. Hey, hit me up.
All right, AI, let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
Again.
Really, AI? Get your mind right.
All right, let's go. No more dilly-dally. Hey, hit me up.
All right, AI. I see you want to work on your three-point shooting. Let's get set up. Come on, AI. Focus.
Man, I can't even watch this. Keep it going.
AI, get your head in the game. Feeling okay, AI? I mean, the way you played. Sure you're not coming down with something?
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. Tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers playing against the Atlanta Hawks. Well, for Atlanta, playing above 500 in the last few weeks, not bad. They'd like to do better. We'll see if they can add a win tonight. And already the grind of the new season starting to show. Shaq, how do you stay fresh for the long haul, both as a player and as just a massive individual?
Veteran guys, you got to know how to pace yourself. And minute restrictions, you know, it really has.
Welcome, basketball fans, to a very special Veterans Day edition of the NBA on 2K Sports, along with and we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. DA?
Well, thanks very much. Now, after college, AI spent some time in the Chinese Basketball League. He found himself and built confidence there, and he was successful there when he played. And you know plenty of players in that league will now try to follow his path. Guys?
David, thank you for that. From all accounts, he was a solid member of that Shanghai team.
Yeah, and for undrafted players, there are now a handful of options to get into the NBA beyond the draft, the G League, and also playing overseas.
So the Lakers win the tip. Brent is checked in for the Lakers. And so in the game for the Hawks, the big men are Collins and Dedmon. Jeremy Lin is out there with Young. And it's Carter in at the three, the small forward.
Hard to stop LeBron from getting in that deep. So the size, the speed, the power, the position. Two more.
And Young kicks to Lin. A three ball. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And already you're seeing great execution from both teams.
Yeah, lots of points early, and the game plans on both sides, at least offensively, working to perfection.
LeBron passes to Harris. AI left side. That's no good. Couldn't get his first shot to go. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Josh Hart, he's checked in for Harris. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Lonzo Ball.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Passes it to Lin. Dedmon a screen. There's the pick. Pass to Bazemore. 5 on the clock. Rondo with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Back to LeBron. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at the Nuggets. They like where they stand right now, perched in that topmost position. And, of course, Los Angeles, 5.5 games behind.
You know, for Los Angeles, they haven't attracted any serious attention here in the early season. It's been the kind of average start that most had predicted.
And after talking to some of the coaches and the players, they're not happy that they couldn't start off on a little bit more of a roll. But I think they're in fine shape with the bulk of the season still to come.
Yeah, that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
AI sets a screen for Ingram. AI left side. And again, no good by the Lakers. The Hawks leading by 5. Anderson with the ball. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
Yeah, off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
Lakers have gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. AI sets a screen for Ingram. AI right side. James trying to free himself up. And it's AI missing. Here's Atlanta now. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. Back to Lynn. The Hawks working the ball around. And James with a clear path to the hoop. Oh, and the jam by LeBron.
Never get tired of LeBron James in the air doing wonderful things.
That instant replay brought to you by Under Armour Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive the unleashing of chaos that time. Rondo against Len. Shot clock at 6. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And for Lynn, missing the season last year, he's just glad to be back.
About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. On the court for Atlanta, John Collins is out there with Carter. Then there's Len, and it's Young. They get it again. Here's AI, and that one hits back iron. The Hawks trail by 4. Young outside, drains the three-pointer. And with Lynn, he made a point upon returning from injury, saying he will not change how he plays.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of guys, they'll shy away from contact after experiencing a torn patella like Lynn did, but he knows that he is at his best going at defenders and absorbing that contact. He said he'll try and be more aware of how he lands, but has no plans of changing his game.
And the call will go against Corey Harris. That is his first foul of the game. Carter outside. Five on the clock. Elbow shot is on the way. Hawks working now with a fresh shot clock.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Harris outside. He kicks to AI. There's the pick. Harris's shot is off.
Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first 2 shots, he's definitely regressed a little bit in this quarter.
Carter against Beasley, takes the 13-footer, and it's AI with the rebound. Looking at Los Angeles, they took the win in their last game against the Kings. And that one is good by Beasley.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Ball against Young. Len kicks to Young. Len a screen.
Just can't find the bottom of the net right now. He's looking frustrated. This quarter has been a bit of a nightmare for him.
McGee's shot is off.
And a little frustration now, missing on the catch and flush.
And sometimes the easy play is the right play. You take a chance when you go for that big finish.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Beasley, the pass to AI. AI sets a screen for Ball. Drills the three-pointer. Ball's got 10 points in the game.
I tell you, it's unorthodox to watch, but Ball shoots the ball with tremendous rhythm and confidence from beyond.
Collins, a screen on Ball.
Well, that's a shot right there he's going to hit 9 times out of 10. We just saw the 10% he doesn't make.
inside. AI, and the lead now, double digits on that bucket.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. We've heard Coach Steve Kerr say the power forward position, as we knew it, is disappearing. You could say that maybe about the center position, too.
I don't want to say that about the center position. What I want to tell you, Kevin, in my humble opinion, is that the center position has changed.
It's evolved.
So, yeah, I don't want to say that it's just disappeared, because there are players out there that are playing that position and doing a lot of the things that you would qualify as center-centric. Screening, going down to the block, rim running to the post, being an option down low. But it's definitely changed.
But now we're seeing him go out and defend smaller guys in the perimeter, taking threes, and that's what's weird for your eyes to just kind of absorb what's going on.
Well, it's weird to absorb not only that and what those players individually are asked to do, but when you're at a game and you're sitting in the stands and all of a sudden you see 5 guys that are outside the three-point line. I mean, go back to the game in the 80s. It's the exact opposite. It was like, you know, a bunch of ants on top of a lost candy bar sitting in the lane, gnawing at one another.
Right.
It's just changed. So the center position, not disappeared, just changed.
Back to Ball. AI sets a screen for Ball. Rebounded by the Hawks.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Well, it's like Thanksgiving out there, carving out space off the screen. Just couldn't complete the play.
Hung outside. Len with a screen on Ball. Buries it from three-point range. Young's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Now you could just tell in his gait and in the look on his face, he's in a great rhythm after a terrific first quarter. He is feeling it here in the second.
Here's AI. And they pick up 2. AI's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
And Carter has it in the corner. A floater. The kick out to Young. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And he's been hitting from out there. Defensively, you're going to have to change some things up.
The classic catch-22 guy right here. If you key in on him, you're going to open up other opportunities for his teammates to have good looks.
Here's AI. And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Los Angeles making a switch here. James is checked in. Atlanta making a switch here. The Hawks trail by 5. Young outside. The dish to Bazemore. Dedman a screen. The kick out to Young. Lynn against Harris. McGee with the block. And here we go. AI heading to the hoop. And AI throws it down.
Well, how about LeBron reading the defense, waiting and being patient there until the gap opened up to deliver.
Ball against Young. Over to the wing. Collins setting the pick for Lynn. Can't hit that one. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Here's AI. Harris kicks to James. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Back to AI. He can't get it to go.
Yeah, tonight his shot's been a bit off, but still, they lead the game.
Young passes to Bazemore. The feed to Collins. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. AI's got 3 rebounds now in this one. No one near James as he lets it go. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
James so quick there on the draw. You got to know he's ready to shoot as soon as he's going to catch that pass.
From 18 feet away. And so it's Los Angeles, ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. And the third quarter about ready to get underway. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. AI is checked in for JaVale McGee. Brandon Ingram comes in for Michael Beasley. Hart, he's checked in for Harris. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Lonzo Ball. The forwards are Ingram and LeBron. Rajon Rondo is out there with Hart, and it's AI in at the 5 spot. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. And AI comes to help. Pass to Lynn. Dedmon a screen. Lynn dishes to Dedmon. That one doesn't go. Los Angeles leading by 18. James kicks to AI. Back to James. And the rejection by Collins. And it goes down 2 points. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And Dedmon throws it down.
Well, if the lane opens up, Dedmon is going to sprint through it. He found the gap as a mobile big man and scored.
And that last replay, courtesy of the Under Armour Hover Havoc, unleashing a little bit of chaos. And AI throws it down.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Lynn against Rondo. Now, here's Dedmon. Defense is right there. And Anderson gets it to go.
And his teammates have to step up just a little bit more. He's been lights out. Needs a bit more support.
AI sets a screen for Ingram. To the paint. Here's AI. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. AI's got 6 in the quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Well, the Hawks were super young last year, and they had all the troubles that come with youth. Inconsistency, guys trying to find out what their role is for the year. Lots of turnover problems and questionable shot selection. And now they're younger this year. So if you're a fan of the Hawks, patience is the key.
Collins setting the pick for Bazemore. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bazemore. Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard to show you the teams leading the league in assists this season. The Lakers #1.
The beauty of watching this team is seeing the ball move around the court. It doesn't stick. That's why they're at the top of that list.
The pass to Hart. Kicks it to AI. Takes the 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
When LeBron came into the league, we knew he was authentically more a playmaker than a scorer. So whatever way it takes to get his team to get points, LBJ is good with it.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
And the difference on that night is their ability to knock down triples.
Well, if you choose your shots wisely and then they start to go down, it just builds up confidence. There's a huge cachet of that in this game, and once that happened, they just rolled it out.
And Stevenson's checked in for Josh Hart. 1:16 left in the third. Lynn's shot is off.
Oh, you just relish those kind of opportunities, and the defense got lucky, but they need to guard that area of the floor a little bit better.
The Hawks trail by 20. Poked loose. It's stolen by Rondo. AI passes to James. Ingram kicks to Rondo. Shot off the screen, and another basket for the Lakers.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Passes it to Dedmon. Outside, Lynn. And AI comes to help. Rondo with the steal. On the wing, Stevenson. Misses the 3. Atlanta's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Anderson against Ingram. Pass to Lynn. Collins, a screen on Rondo. Clock at 6. Here's Lynn. And yes, it's good. Lynn's got 11 points.
Even with the defense all over him, Lynn buries the J. Outstanding concentration on those kinds of shots.
And so it's Los Angeles controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Luke Walton had some advice for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Hey, we're doing a great job. I said it last time now. We're making the simple play.
And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Lakers leading by 20. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. On the court right now for the Hawks, Lynn and Bazemore make up the backcourt. The big men are Collins and Dedmon. And it's Carter in at the 3 spot. And stolen by AI. The finish. And AI throws it down.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Terrific anticipation using the hands. How are you not protecting the basketball in that situation?
11 feet away. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. And a quick look at how Atlanta's schedule shaping up. On Tuesday, they'll be playing against Draymond Green and the Golden State Warriors. And then on Thursday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. Ingram kicks to AI. They set the screen. Arm's length from the hoop. He knocks it down. AI's got 10 points here in the second half. Atlanta's shooting for the game at 42%. Then the pass to Carter. To the paint. It's tipped and stolen by AI. And in transition, it's Ingram. Here we go. The shot's good.
Defense leading to offense. Another turnover and another basket.
Lynn against Rondo. And AI comes to help. Collins kicks to Dedmon. Rondo against Lynn. Here's the teardrop. And it's AI with the rebound. AI's got 5 rebounds tonight. LeBron dishes to Stevenson. And AI throws it down.
And that monster lead continues to grow. They are just piling it on now.
Now that's the attack mindset with which they entered the game with, and I wouldn't expect them to let up now.
Lynn against Rondo. It's deflected. Fast break. The Lakers. LeBron leading the charge. A putback. It's good on the putback.
This isn't a tough case to crack. If they want to put an end to this run, they'll need to start getting back on D.
And it's the Hawks ball. Looking to get on the board here in the fourth still. Lynn with it. He's picked up by Rondo. The shot by Carter. Nobody around. Atlanta again missing. And here's the break. And James with the basket on the assist by AI. 24 points for LeBron.
And getting out in transition has been a big part of this run that they're on.
Lynn the pass to Dedmon. Stevenson against Bazemore. 6 to shoot. Lynn against Rondo. Atlanta again missing.
Yeah, momentum right now is against them. They're just going to have to figure out a way to ride this one out.
Got to be some consideration here for a different rotation because the matchups right now just not favorable.
Lynn, that's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
And Lynn is just fearless, always looking to get as close to the bucket as he can.
And here are the Lakers. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. Here's the screen. Stevenson passes to AI. And there's the rebound by Dedmon. Hawks have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Carter kicks to Lynn. Dishes it to Dedmon. Back to Lynn. Over Rondo. Here's Dedmon. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Well, from the D-League to dominating defensively, Dwayne Dedmon hustling around.
That one is off.
And Dwayne Dedmon,
and with Dedmon and the teams he's played with, you know, he always has found a way, Greg, to slot in and give you good minutes.
Yeah, what I love about him, he knows who he is as a player and plays to his strengths. Never gives up on a play on either end of the floor. And now he's even added a three-point shot to his arsenal to kind of further expand his versatility. Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Los Angeles.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for LeBron.
He came in with a focus and brought that dominant performance to the defense all night long, controlling the pace of the game and was firing on all cylinders.
And saving their best for last. Tremendous run here to seal the win.
And you could just see everything coming together like a perfect storm, and they just rolled on through.
And here are the Lakers. They're on a 16-5 run here. Back to Stevenson. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. AI sets a screen for Caldwell Pope. Basket counts.
And you can tell they're ready to start celebrating a well-deserved victory here tonight.
Yeah, you can see the fans. They've already started celebrating themselves. A gutty performance.
And finished off by Collins.
Artful passing on that play, showing a real desire to set up the teammate.
Caldwell Pope outside. Here's AI. And the layup's good off the glass.
And Caldwell Pope has improved as a passer. Nice to see that development in his game.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Congratulations. Defense, the catalyst for this win. Did you think it would take this kind of effort to get the job done?
Oh, yeah, absolutely, you know. Of course, you can't go into any game thinking it's going to be an easy night on D. That's just not how it works. So we knew that we had to get the job done with our defense tonight, and I'm just glad that we were able to do it.
You really imposed your will on them defensively tonight. Back to you guys.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So for David Aldridge,
Yo, what's up, man?
All right, AI, let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do. Poetry in motion, AI. Okay, keep it moving, fellas. Come on now.
Hey, see you later, man.
All right, AI, let's get everyone over here and get started.
Get it started, man. Let's get it started.
Poetry in motion, AI. Just like that. That's how you finish strong, AI.
Next time, man. Next time.
All right, AI, let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do. AI, get your head in the game. Again.
next one. You could do better than that. Man, I can't even watch this. Deep breaths. Keep on moving, gentlemen.
Great game, AI. Hey, all right, AI. I see you want to work on finishing at the hoop. Let's get started.